Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Vinland Saga. Last time around we had a true warrior, where we had the duel between Thors and Askeladd, and Thors won the duel, but Askeladd was not above trickery. I just spat all over my microphone. Whoopsies. Sorry. This probably sounds horrible. Great. That was great. I hope that didn't catch on the camera. It might have. Oh well. Anyway, Askeladd was not above trickery. I don't know why I did that. It'll probably make my spitting worse. Anyway, Thors is dead. But he was able to, negotiate getting his people out of there. But Thors himself is dead. And Thorfinn... Ooh, he's about to go on an Eren Yeager journey, but hopefully one that's better than Eren Yeager's journey. Yeah, I don't mince words when it comes to that. Anywho, I'm sure it'll be interesting either way. Anywho, so yeah, that was pretty much that. It was sad. We have our catalyst death of the series, which is unfortunate. I was hoping he would last a long time, but no. He was a parent, so he had to die. That's the rule of fiction. Anywho, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Vinland Saga. Here we go. Ugh. Go level up. Go level up before you can face this boss. I'm gonna start putting this into video game terms now. Well, a very interesting episode seeing... I like it's seeing how both of Thor's children deal with his death, you know? And both probably in maybe unhealthy ways, but maybe they get there in the end. Like, with Ylva, that she just kept trying to distract herself, you know? Because if she stopped for even a second, it would all come crashing in on her, you know? So she went and kept busy. She, tended the sheep, got all the water, killed a... Was it a whale? It looked like a whale. That's impressive. I do love the moment, though, of her, getting the two gigantic, containers of water. It's like, and they're just, concerned, oh my god, that's a lot of water to be carrying. It's like, hey man, she is strong. She is her father's daughter, you know? I think both of them inherited some of that strength. Although it's probably because she's older, but she definitely seems to have inherited more strength than Thorfinn. So, I don't know. Granted, we did see a couple episodes back when they were doing the mock battles, and Thorfinn was strong enough to break people's bones. So, he's got his own strength. The problem is he's around Vikings right now, you know. Ylva is just around, people, regular people, so. But yeah, so that stuff was good, and then just at the end, her mother saying, you need to stop, you need to take a moment, and just immediately those tears started running, I mean, that's a difficult thing. How do you process that kind of sudden loss, Especially, knowing that, he died in a battle, in a fight, even though, this is Thor's we're talking about, to them, especially to Thorfinn, but, to them, he's almost a god amongst men, he's so damn strong that it's like, how could anyone... How could anyone defeat him? Well, and that's the thing. Askeladd was not stronger, but he was craftier, So that was good. That was good, at least. And then and then the rest of the episode being about Thorfinn and how he's dealing with it, which is, I don't know, probably not well, but I don't know. I mean, he's getting there. And I like taking an episode to sort of get there. Like, it wasn't... Like, he didn't get, just from the outset, like... I don't know, like, this felt like a good episode to sort of, get him started on his story, Like, he has to go through a lot of these, harsh moments. He can't just start at... I don't know what I'm trying to say, But he tries the revenge. That doesn't work, And... I mean... It literally is a thing of his pride. Like, he almost has to abandon his pride, At least for a bit. Where, he was going to just kill Askeladd in his room, while he was sleeping. But he didn't do that. And he says, like, oh, well, I'm the son of Thor's. That would be a cowardly way of doing it. And it's like, yeah, but you probably should have just killed him, But maybe this will be better. The fact that he's lost in a duel twice now, But he's learning. Now he's learning from his experiences, which is good, And he had pride. He had pride to, not take their food and go out on his own, but that nearly killed him at the same time, And he basically had to... I mean, you could say he abandoned his pride, when he took Askeladd's advice, The whole thing of you can't let the sword swing around your body so much. That's how he killed the wolf, That's how he killed the wolf, and eventually, because of that, he started getting better. He started leveling up. Went from level 1 to level... I'm going to say, probably around 5. He's probably around level 5. He's decent enough to survive, He won't take a one-hit kill, I would imagine. He's increased his health bar a little bit. But at the same time, Askeladd, he's too strong, Askeladd is way too strong. He's probably around level 40-ish. But Thor's... And... we talk... you know what? It was last episode specifically, I wasn't talking about power levels, And now here I am talking about video game levels as if that's any different, As if that's any different. So, maybe we'll put a cut to that. But still, I mean, just in leveling up, he has gotten better. He is training himself. He is getting better swinging the knife as opposed to the sword. Which I notice in the OP. He does seem to be using, like, twin, blades, basically, instead of just a sword, which is an interesting idea, And that's an interesting choice of weapons. Like, I don't know how many, I mean, I don't... See, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know too much, history of the Vikings or anything like that. Like, I don't know how many Vikings would have used, just 2 daggers as opposed to just a sword, But we have characters like Askeladd, like Thor's, who do use swords, So, I don't know. Askeladd he's still such an interesting character, Like, I like he's not just a dick, Like, he kind of comes off that way at the beginning, but then you can kind of see... I mean, it's basically like, he has a mask for his enemies, He has a mask for his enemies, and it feels like Thor's broke that mask, Like, now, this is the real, like, this is the real version of him, He's kind of jaded, he's, probably up there in years, and he's looking around, he's a great warrior, sure. He's a great warrior, but at the same time, I don't know, he doesn't seem to have the same sort of, warrior pride that, other Vikings would have, So, I don't know. It's interesting. I hope we get to see more of him in this series because he's a very interesting character. So, Which, is strange to actually have that where, it's like this guy who killed such a great character killed Thor's. But I'm sitting here like, what, I do want to see more of this guy. He's really, really interesting. So yeah. And now we have the goal, which is to achieve something great on the battlefield so that we can challenge Askeladd again. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see where we are going with this. I don't know. Is Thorfinn gonna, still stow away on their boats, or is he gonna go his own way? Is he gonna run into Leif? What's gonna happen? Because we also have that Leif is going to go out and find Thorfinn. So a lot of interesting stuff, and I'm curious to see where we are going next time. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Vinland Saga reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.